Hello and welcome to today's live stream. I am just getting a couple things set up here, so bear with me. I just have to tighten up a bolt. There we go. That should do. Okay, we'll just wait for people to get here so that I can start talking about what I'm going to talk about today. Get myself my headphones on. Oh, silly me. Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting some stuff ready, getting a few things set up. Want to test all my audio settings. Okay. Yeah, so everybody on Discord, you guys can go ahead and join the live trading chat channel, and that way I can answer some of you guys' questions if you have any live. You know, it's basically just like a phone call, a group phone call for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Discord chat link, so any of you guys that don't have access to this can get into this chat group. Hey Robbie, how's it going? I am still trying to work on some things to get back to you on those emails, by the way, but I haven't forgotten. I'm just letting you know. Alright, let me get my video camera. Let's see here. Okay. Wow, that was kind of difficult. I have like 4 feet of space in between my screen and my keyboard, and that is because of my piano keyboard, because I'm also a musician, and so I write music. So yeah, let's get started here. Welcome everybody. Hello. Nerf this. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, and Robbie, you look into checking on the blockchain.info. If you go to, let me see if I can get my mic closer to my face here so that we have better sound quality, because yes. Sorry about this, guys. It's just, you know, gotta have it as best as I possibly can so that you guys get the highest quality sound. And, you know, if I keep making adjustments, it'll keep getting better, so that every single time that I stream, we can, you know, do this in the most professional manner. Alright, so anybody that is in the Discord chat group, let's see, if you're in the live trading one, will you go ahead and say something so that I can make sure that I can hear everything going on in the channel here? So could somebody say something inside the live trading channel? Some buddy. I just want to make sure that I can hear you guys. Say,
I can hear everything going on in the
alright, I can hear the feedback, yeah, so you might want to put
channel.
headphones on there like Ghost
Yeah.
does. I
So
can hear
could
the
somebody
feedback.
say something inside the live trading channel?
Let me
That
see.
would help.
Let me see. Is your mic? I don't know.
I just want to make sure that I can hear
Turn
you
the mic on.
guys.
If you could
Turn
turn
the mic
down
I
the
can
volume
hear
so I don't hear
everything
myself
going
loud.
on in there. Alright, I can hear the feedback, yeah, so
Yo.
you might want to put headphones on there like Ghost. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that everything is working. Let's see. I might have to just only use the YouTube microphone because they're different. You know, Discord has less latency than YouTube streams. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get right into this. So, yeah, today's live stream. Let me go ahead and make a new document here. Today's live stream is going to be basically 100% about sorry, my guitar is just in the way here. I've been doing music stuff all day, so yeah, that's what I usually do on Mondays. That's why I have the live stream on Monday evening. Now let me switch over to my computer screen here for you guys. Okay, cool, good deal. Now gonna go ahead and alright, so today is Monday and it is 3/6/2017. So this is the live stream for 3/6/2017. All this is I'm just going to be logging my trades because I'm going to be doing live trading today. So that's what Monday is. It's going to be kind of like a more relaxed, just more of like a kickback live where I just do trades, and if they work, they work, and so you can see me make or lose money trading here and kind of how I go about it, and then we can all learn from each other. We can all point each other things, that we see. So that's why it's good to be in this Discord chat. If you haven't hopped on that, you guys on the YouTube live dashboard, you guys can hop onto the Discord chat. I also made a Snapchat for the high altitude investing, and that is specifically for like investing in altcoins and stuff. I take Snapchats on there and post ideas, so you can go ahead and follow me on there if you have Snapchat. All right, so let me see here. I have some notes for today. It is a concept of today. Okay, every Sunday. Oops, wrong one. I'm just pulling up my notes for today so that I can copy them over to the Google Documents file. Can you guys hear me fine? Everything working good? Everything's good? I'm just getting ready to go into the live trading here. So, but yeah, welcome. This is High Altitude Investing. This is a channel dedicated to the cryptocurrency traders of every style, and my name is Dallin Anderson, and today is part of my series where I do live trading on Mondays, and we all, just interact with the community. That's the idea here. And yeah, let's just get right into it here. So, welcome, Slade. Slade, is that Slade Anderson, my cousin Slade? That would be awesome. If it's good to see you, if it is. All right, so I have 0.0623 Bitcoin, and in my Poloniex trading account. And if you guys don't know what Poloniex is, it's basically just a trading platform where you can trade your Bitcoin for these other cryptocurrencies. So yeah, you can make money off of the swings and volatility. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into a trade here and show you guys what I do and how I enter a trade. Kind of more on a day trading style. That's what these Mondays are going to be about, is more like a day trading style, because that way I can get the community to point out different things that they're seeing, because really it's all about entry and why you got into that certain position, but we'll get into that in a second. So another thing, and I'm going to quickly drop this. This is, if you go to tradingview.com, let me go ahead and drop this on the live dashboard. Yes, hey Slade, it's good to see you. You can go to tradingview.com. This is a kind of complicated chart that I made earlier today, but it's just an idea I had on Monero on the 45-minute candlestick. So yeah, thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Now let's go ahead and pick a coin that we should hop into. So first of all, I'm just going to type in coin, and now let's pick a coin, because that's what this one's about, is live trading. So this is how I go about picking a coin, and everybody has different trading styles, so it really just depends on what you are good at, but this is my personal approach, and it just takes practice. Practice makes perfect, and losses are really wins if you can figure out how to not make that loss again. So basically I just go, honestly, when I'm looking for a good trade, I go to, I'll show you how to do a stop limit, Robbie. I'll show you how to do a stop limit. I go to the Poloniex Markets tab here, and for 99% of my day trading, I always trade my Bitcoin against these other cryptocurrencies. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and look at, oh wow, sometimes Poloniex signs me out, but it's fine. We can look here. I still gotta get look into that and see what the issue is. Maybe I'll start using BitterX. Who knows? Maybe I'll just use BitterX and Poloniex and then Coinigy and connect them all together. But that's some advanced stuff, and I actually plan on making tutorials on how to connect your APIs to different trading platforms so that you can, have more trading tools. It's really, really useful and can profit you a lot. So I go ahead and click on volume in this tabs here under markets, and I'm going to find a market that looks like it's not too pricey on the 24-hour change, but also quite a bit of volume, so that I can hop in at a good target price and has a good chart pattern. So it looks like the top, usually what I do, because usually what I end up doing is I will type up a note here, or actually we'll just use, I don't know what I'm doing here. There. We'll just use this. Coins watch list. So the top 10 volume coins on this watch list is, okay, let me see here. The top 10 volume coins is number 1 on ETH-XMR, XEM, Z, Cash, Factum, XRP, ETC, Game, and Made. And so let's see here. All we need to do here is go ahead and type those in. So we're going to be looking at ETH-XMR. XEM. And this is, this is just how I usually go about doing day trading. Everybody does day trading differently, and that's good. I really actually recommend experimenting around, so that everybody can grow and think of better ideas, everybody together. Okay, as a team here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Game. Just wanted to make sure I had the right amount. Okay, so this is the coins watch list that I'm going to be looking at, and then I'll pick the actual coin that I'm going to be trading into. So let's check the live dashboard. Okay, cool. Everything's looking good. Welcome to anybody that's just barely getting onto the live stream. So yeah, let's look at these chart patterns. And my favorite way to look at chart patterns is with TradingView. So, well, just charts, candlesticks in general. I use TradingView. So that's tradingview.com. And now I am going to go to the first one on the list, which I believe was Ethereum. Let's check and see here. Yes, Ethereum. So I just type in ETH, and then I go down and I find the Poloniex and Ethereum Bitcoin market. And I go ahead and click this interactive chart, and then I can close out of this tab here. Anybody have any questions? You know, like I said, feel free to ask me them. Thank you, Pygos, on the video. You know, I really appreciate it. It makes me happy when I can help people, you know, learn. I have all these different ideas in trading. That's what's really cool about trading, is everybody has all these different ideas, and you know, one of them might make us all rich. So that's why it's so good to have a community where we can learn and grow as a community here. And you know, and anytime I can help somebody or anybody else in the community that helps, this Discord chat channel is always really popular. You know, it's going, it's popping right now. There's always lots of interesting stuff to look at in here, and ideas and people's, you know, ideas. So that's what I really like about trading. But enough with that. Let's get right into going into the trade here. But yeah, thank you, Pygos. I appreciate that. I'm glad I could help. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to decide whether I want to get into this trade. And since I'm doing some day trading, my favorite candlesticks are the Aikinashi. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, so excuse my terrible pronunciation of other languages. But yeah, you know, it's just kind of in this low range right here, so that's looking good. Basically, I just come find things that are looking good inside of the market if I'm deciding whether I want to get in. The price isn't too ridiculously high from this low that it's coming to here. And this is a pretty important support zone. So I feel like I could get a swing up in this market. So I'm just going to go ahead and set a target price. So let me just clear all my previous drawings. I'm going to set a target price, and the way that I'm going to do that is I actually personally use the Ichimoku cloud a lot now. I think it may have been Pygos that turned me on to that actually. But I'm going to go ahead and set a buy at just trying to determine where I want to buy in on Ethereum here. Alright, so my target buy price would probably be where is this? Here we go. My target buy price is probably somewhere in this range. So I'm just looking for Ethereum to go towards that range. And now I can go ahead and open a new tab or duplicate this tab. So now I'm watching Ethereum, and so I can go to my Google Docs. Oh, let me go ahead and share this document with you guys. I forgot that that's something that I have to do here at the start of the videos. I'm still getting in the hang of these. I'm still learning, but we'll get it. We'll get it flowing nice. All right. So this is the document for you guys. If you guys want to look at the document, you can, or comment on it if you have anything on the document. Another way to interact live here with the community. So yeah. Oh, thank you. I will go ahead and copy that and make a note of that. I appreciate that, Ray. Now let's go ahead and look at this other chart here. So our next chart is, I need to just close all of these except for one. Oops. Sorry guys. I was a little bit slow getting prepared today just because of the fact that I had so much music stuff that I had been working on earlier today. It kind of set me back, but normally it won't be like this. So let's go ahead and see. Our next one is Dash. So yeah, let's look at Dash. Now I can pretty much already tell you that this is probably not one that I'm going to be actually like keeping up in my tabs here as an option to trade, because I don't, and you know, unless I see something really, really amazing right here. Overall, Dash is looking kind of bearish, and I don't want to try and trade a bearish trend. At least in, you know, the recent time here. From a day trader's perspective, this is just kind of channeling and a little bit bearish. So, and it's pretty high right now. It's pretty cheap, you know, expensive up in the price that it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and not have Dash here. I need to put my volume indicators. Volume and alright, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. No, yeah, this doesn't look like too incredible of a trade setup, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass up the Dash. Anything on the live or the Discord. And if you guys have any suggestions, if you see one that I should look at to maybe hop in on, that's also something I can do. If anybody in the Discord chat or anybody on here, if you see something good, then just let me know, and I'll hop in on that trade and see if it works out, because might as well listen to the community. I have a little bit of free capital here to trade around with. This is capital from donations, by the way, so if you guys want to donate, I really appreciate the donations. I put them inside of the document usually. This time I actually didn't, so let me just go ahead and drop my Bitcoin donation address right here for you guys. If you want to send donations my way, I really, really appreciate it. All the money, most like 90% of the money is going back into like trading videos and growing this community and channel. because this is really my passion, and I love it to death. So, all right, let's. Oh, my Ethereum trade is looking like it might have some up momentum. Now let's see if we can have a pullback into my target buy. If we can have a pullback into my target buy, then that would be nice. But yeah, Dash isn't something I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and go over to XMR, since that was the next one on the list here. Alright. Okay, the Discord chat channel is working excellent. You know, everybody's talking about stuff right now. That's always a good sign. Ooh. This is actually looking like a pretty good setup here. I need to fix my candlesticks here, because I like these candlesticks more. If you click right here, this is tradingview.com, and then go to this type of candlestick. I honestly do not know how to pronounce that. I need to look it up, but I know I like it more. It's basically just like a difference in how the candlesticks are formed. I'll make a video on that down the road too, if you guys want me to. Anything on the live dashboard? XEM. Yes, I've been looking at XEM for a minute. I will probably be streaming Slade for the next 20 minutes still. So it'll probably be about a 40-minute stream, because I'm just trying to get in on a good trade right now. But I'm almost at a point where I'm about to hop in on one of these. So I'm just looking for one that looks like it's setting up for a good target. And honestly, XMR is looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the Ethereum one. It looks like it's popping a little bit too high, and I want to get in at a good price. I want to get in at one of these cheap prices. So I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the Ethereum idea. Now let's look at XEM. Oops. New economy movement, Bitcoin. All right. Oh yeah, this one is looking pretty good on the day. Let's check out the 1 minute for day trading. This looks like a breakout, but it's also kind of into resistance zones. This isn't one that I would buy in on as a day trader, and that's what I'm doing right now, is trying to day trade. I wouldn't hop into this position. It's too high. See if you I'm not saying long term this isn't a good investment or anything like that, but it's clear up here, the price is. I would be looking in to try and get in like right here, and I actually did earlier today, got in about right here, but my stop cut me out at this price right here. So I ended up not making profit off of this move up. But that's what happens, if you have a stop loss set. Basically, a stop loss is if it goes down to a certain price, it will sell your position out. That way you can set stop losses so you don't lose too much money if it goes in the wrong direction that you're expecting it to. But yeah, no, XEM isn't exactly... No, yeah, XMR is honestly looking like the trade I want to get into right now. So I'm going to try and go for a 1189, so 0.01189. Oh shoot, I'm not signed into my Poloniex here. Um, 351. This is Poloniex.com. You can go ahead and sign up. This is a trading platform. It's an excellent one. It's the one that I use, and it works really well for me, as long as it doesn't sign me out. And sometimes it signs me out, and that's super frustrating. Oh, good job, Ray. I love to see profits. Yeah, I do keep one tab on TradingView and one on Polo. Robbie, that's usually just like my favorite way to have two perspectives, because Poloniex candlesticks are terrible. Like their candlestick charts are bad. You just don't have very much options, and you know, as a day, if you're day trading especially, you want to make sure that you've got good candlesticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and find an entry price at around here, which is about 1190. So I go ahead and go to this, and I type in this, and then I type in 1190, which is basically what the price is at right now. So, oh yeah, so bought my XMR. So basically, I was originally gonna go and try and shoot for a little bit lower of an entry price, but it's probably gonna follow this cloud in here, and so I'm expecting it to pop out of this cloud, or at least follow inside of this cloud. So I'm not too worried about it as long as I have my stops set. Stop losses, where if it goes below a certain price, it sells out your position. So for for the beginners, basically what I just did was I bought XMR, and I bought 5.5 XMR for the total of 0.0619 Bitcoin. So it's kind of confusing because it's not in like US dollars, so especially beginners get really confused as to different things that they basically don't understand the difference between fiat and Bitcoin, and that's totally understandable. But basically, Bitcoin is traded against XMR, which is another coin similar to Bitcoin that also has value. And if there's value in two different markets, then and they can be traded against each other, then there's volatility, or price movement as it's called, and you can make money off of that if you know how to do the proper signals. And it's really not that hard once you get the hang of it, but it can be really overwhelming. I'm not sure on that. I think this guy, I think that you can connect to your API, but you might have to have the professional version. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to my trades on Poloniex and see that my entry price is 1190. So 0.011190 Bitcoin is where I entered this at. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a horizontal line. So this is basically how you guys can, do some trading, and it's really, really good to like write up where you are and what you're doing, and that's why I like TradingView much more than Poloniex, because this is live movement. So if I put a line somewhere where I think it's going to go and it goes to that line, then I can watch it as it goes there. So this is my entry. So that's the price that I got in at. Okay. Now I want to set a stop loss. So if I look back in the history of this right now, I can see that there's quite a bit of support in the range that I'm in. So I would set a stop loss just below that support line. And the reason for that is because if the market hits that area again, it's a form of support. So I go just below that support line, and if I can do that, then what it allows me to do is have a little bit of room in case it goes a little lower or whatever. But this is a support zone, So basically the market hits this part right here, or the market hits this part right here, but it's all kind of down in this area, and it bounces up afterwards. So that's a support zone. It's supporting the price at that area. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is, let's see, any other questions? Okay, we're good on the questions. Cool. All right. Now that we know, oh wow, new economy movement's pumping up. Maybe that could have been a good trade to get into too. There's lots of different good trades to get into. Ooh, it looks like we're above our entry price, but I want to set a stop loss so that we're safe here. So I'm gonna go ahead and find where I want to set that stop loss, and I'm going to set it at in between these two support zones. So I'll just draw a horizontal line right here. Alright, that's it. 11.82. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here and set a stop, 0.01182. So that means if it hits the price of if the market hits the price of 0.00182 XMR or Bitcoin per XMR, then I will sell my XMR. So that's how you do a stop loss. I just use the same one. I just use the same number because I'm not trying to squeeze, and I want to ensure that it actually goes out at my stop loss zone. So now that I have a stop loss set, I can just go ahead and type in stop loss. Now this is what I consider a liability trade right now. Now this is a thing that I've been developing over the past 2 years, is looking at trading from a perspective of liabilities and assets, and whether you're in a trade or not, whether it's a liability or an asset. What's up, Josh? It's good to see you. So if you're in a trade and it's a liability, basically what that means is if the trade doesn't go the direction you want it to, so see how my entry price is right here. If the trade, say, doesn't go where I want it to right now, because I'm in a liability trade right now, and it goes and it hits my stop loss, then I close out of that trade since my entry was at this area, and I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger and make it a better color for you guys. Yellow is a terrible color. Purple. So if my entry was right here and my stop is right here, then I would have lost money on that trade, right? So this is a liability trade right now, because if it doesn't go in the direction I want it to, which is obviously up, since I bought the XMR, then I will have lost a little bit of money. But that's why you set a stop loss, so that you don't lose too much money if the market goes in the direction that you weren't expecting it to. You're always going to favor the market going the direction that you're. I bought XMR just barely, so there's a whole psychological thing where I feel like the market's going to go up, and it's completely natural. It's just, human nature. But if you can understand that and kind of overcome it and think on a more logical and rules-based trading, make sure you have rules in your trading that you stick by, and you develop those as a trader. It doesn't take long, but you develop those rules as a trader, and when you have these rules set in stone, and they work for you, once you get them working for you consistently, then you can consistently win. And if you can consistently win on a trade, if you can consistently win 51% of the time, but do it a whole bunch, then, you can be a millionaire. So it really just depends on how how much you want to put into it, how much you're willing to learn, and you know how much time and effort you're willing to actually put into it, because it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and be like, oh, trading is so easy. I've been doing this for 2 years. I've lost a lot of money along the way, but I've also made a lot of money along the way. Like, it's not like I've made more than I've lost overall, like about 190% total now, and that was after a huge loss. So it looks like my trade is going in the direction that I want it to. So that's a good deal. This is 1 minute candlesticks, and it looks like it could be possibly breaking out of the cloud. So that would be interesting. If we can see it break out of the cloud here, then it may become support. So the idea behind the cloud is this line right here can become support. So if the candle, or if the price comes up and out of this area, then it can become support for the market. So if the market has support, then that means there's support at that price area. It might come touch that area, but it will bounce off of it in the upward direction overall. So that's what support is. Resistance is when it hits an area and it will consistently go down instead. So there's a chance that this becomes support in the market if it breaks through this cloud. And I accidentally just turned off my Ichimoku, so let me just get that right back on. Excellent. But this is also resistance right now. So right now this is resistance. So if it comes up, if the price of Monero or XMR, that's what I'm trading right now, comes up and hits this point, it could go on the downward side. So basically, when you're trading an Ichimoku cloud, is you want to see it basically trading above the cloud. So right here, where it's above the cloud, this green cloud right here, it's above it. All right here, it's above it. If it's trading above the cloud, then you're good. Right here, it goes below the cloud, and then this starts to trend down. So that's kind of the basic run over of what an Ichimoku is. I mean, there's a million other things involved. Let's see, anything on this? Okay, awesome. Everything seems to be working excellent. The cloud is a tool on TradingView, yes, and it's also on other. It was actually I have a little video on it. It was actually invented by or at least I mention it in one of my videos. It was invented by the Japanese, and they are pretty smart people, and they knew what they were doing. And if you go research what an Ichimoku cloud is, it's been around in trading for a long time. So great question, Robbie. I appreciate it. Now, yeah, you let's see, where am I here in my trading? Getting a little ahead of myself. Oh, we'll go over a quick coin market cap, because while I'm waiting for this trade to go up in my favor, I need to see this could be resistance. We'll see. That's why that's why you have stop losses. That's why you wait. That's why you're patient. You never panic sell, and you always follow rules. So yeah, no, I'm honestly, what I'm expecting this to do is channel in between this cloud along here for a little while, but it won't hit my stop because my stop is pretty low. Well, it could hit my stop. Anything's possible. But I kind of think it will channel somewhere around in this cloud here, and then it might pop through at this twist. We'll see. But there is quite a bit of buy buying in the XMR market. Again, this is the XMR market. There's quite a bit of buying, and I think the Dash money has to go somewhere. So this is something I've been thinking about. So let me get to the coin market cap. So Dash is another one, and money has to go somewhere. It's a basic law. Ooh, this is looking really good. Might be able to bring up my stop here soon. Dash is another cryptocurrency, and it's had a lot of market capitalization. If we go here, so what the market capitalization is the supply of a currency. So with the U.S. currency, you have millions and millions and millions in circulating supply, and it's growing every day. Well, cryptocurrencies, they're based on math, so they have a very, very specific set of circulating supply. So there's 7 million Dash. Okay, so a market cap is 7 million Dash, so that's 7 million Dash coins total, times its value, which is $45, makes $328,647,000 inside of the Dash blockchain. So, the market capitalization is really high right now, and there's a lot of money into it, but I think the money is leaving Dash right now. And here's a way you can kind of see what direction the market is going. So let me make sure there's no more questions. Yeah, don't touch Dash right now. I agree with that, unless you really, really, really know what you're doing and have a good trade set up for your style, because then you could probably still make money. Oh, it looks like I broke above the cloud, so it actually did what I was first expecting it to. Was to break above the cloud here. That's excellent to see. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to bring the stop into this range, which is 0.1187. Okay, so I'll bring up actually, no need to bring up my stop until I see some better support and resistance. I'm profiting right now, so I don't want to just put my stop in profit and then be cut off by having my stop loss too close up here, because there's natural movement in the market, so you have to expect it to kind of do things you weren't expecting. You have to plan for not having a perfect plan. And so I'll just leave my stop where it's at right now, but see, it could totally just do exactly what I drew. Who knew? So yeah, basically the money inside of Dash has to go somewhere, and if you look at the volume, a huge portion is in in Bitcoin, but there's also a lot in US dollar. And then there's also quite a bit in Monero. So there's some money coming from Dash into Monero on the Monero marketplace, or the Monero markets on poloniex.com. So, basically we are profiting in this trade right now, because here was our entry point, and here is where the market is at right now. I could close this position at a profit, but I kind of want to see where it goes from here. So I'm going to hold this trade and see where it goes in the next, hour or two, and then I will tweet at it where the trade went and where I sold out at profit. So follow me at Twitter at highaltitudeinv. And when I decide to sell out this trade here in a couple hours, I will tell you where I sold out, what type of profit or possibly loss I made on this trade. It's looking really good right now, though. But it always looks really good if you feel like it looks really good, because I bought in on this, and so it makes me have an emotional attachment to it going up in value. So yeah, this is basically how I do my trading. I just find one that looks good. I hop in. The reason I hopped into this market is because it was at a pretty low price. And so I figured I could enter at a pretty good zone and have quite a bit of room for the market to move without it hitting my stop. So that's basically my reasoning behind this trade specifically, and most of my trades, especially when I'm day trading. So yeah, and I just removed the cloud again on accident. I'm really, really good at that. Okay, let's see. How long have we been streaming for? 50 minutes. Awesome. How much is in on that trade? Excellent question, Slade. I appreciate the question. So it looks like we have a total of 0.0661 Bitcoin. So if we go to Google, 0.0661 BTC to US dollars, we can see that we have about $85 in on this trade. And when I actually got in on the trade, I had about $82. So I've made maybe $3 profit. But if you can consistently grow, if you can consistently grow, you can just double your money and double your money. Here, I'll show you what can happen with the calculator. So let's say you can make 10% on every single trade. Okay, so let's say you have $100 and you make 10% on that trade. That equals $110. So you do that once, and then if you can make 10% on that trade, you add it by 10%. And then if you can make 10% on that trade, and you can make 10% on that trade, and then you can make 10% on that trade. I think I may have messed up right there, but you get the idea. And if you can make 10% on that trade, and then 10% on that trade, and then 10% on that trade, and you keep doing this. If you can keep doing 10% on a trade and you can consistently win, you can bring up your account balance, and then it will start compounding. So it's exponential growth. You'll start to have more capital to trade with, which allows you to make more money with every single trade. So yeah, about $85 is in on this trade. Excellent question. Thank you for that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do something here to my indicators, because this is something that really bothers me. I have to have my indicators how I like them. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so basically I just did some customization on the way that the Ichimoku cloud looked. So that was just Ichimoku cloud customization. But yeah, this trade is in profit, Let me go ahead and make the Ichi invisible for a second. This trade is in profit. We entered right here, and we've came up to here. So that means that we entered at 0.0119 and have at 0.01190, and it's at 0.01195. So that's 5,000 Satoshis per XMR so far on this trade. 5,000 Satoshis per XMR. So that would be, let's see, clear. 5,000 times, how much XMR do we have? 5.54. 5.54 equals, so that's 2,700 Satoshi so far off this trade in profit. And we could see it keep going up here. So that's basically what how I get into a market. if you guys have any more questions, just let me know. Go ahead and join the Discord chat group. I'll go ahead and drop the link one more time for you guys, because this is really useful for everybody that just sent $5 to the tip jar. Everybody jump in. Thanks. I really appreciate the tips. It goes to the high altitude investing trading account, and it will keep going towards these Monday live trading at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, MST. I believe that what it is. It's Denver time, 7 p.m. Denver time every Monday. I do this every week, live trading. Any donations go to this account, and it just adds for the live trades, so we can see how much profit we make inside of the community here. But yeah, that's basically everything I have for today. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Snapchat if you haven't. I really appreciate your guys' time. The clock ticked up, so I'll see you guys all tomorrow in my next video. Tomorrow, I believe, is, let's see, today's Monday. Tomorrow is a tutorial video, so be watching out for the tutorial. I'm not entirely sure on what it is yet, but I will be tweeting that out on my Twitter. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share with friends. I really, really, really appreciate that. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. It's at high altitude, or no, it's at Wavestop Music, excuse me. And yeah, I appreciate every new follower. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and as always, stay profitable. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope this was a beneficial trade and lesson for the day. So yeah, as always, stay profitable and have a good evening, or whatever time zone it is. Later.